we've got something fun for you today. I'm going to be doing a real time. Now you guys know that this is not my normal routine, so bear with me, and hopefully the nails that I'm going to do on Kira today are super fun. I know they're going to be super fun, but they're going to be fun. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to do this in real time, unedited, so you guys can see all of what goes on putting on a set of press-on nails. So before I actually get started and before we start the timer, I want to kind of show you how I get set up for if this were a client coming in. So I do have my little stands here that I'm going to put our tips on, and today we're going to be using the French Nude. These are the full cover, sorry, I guess they're not French Nude. I was thinking the other tips. These are the full cover Nude Pink. So these are just like a nice solid colored pink. So I'm going to use those today. And then I'm also going to use our Checkered French today. So we've got kind of a combination of both of those, but this is how I'm going to actually do my designs using the little stands. So I've got those already set. I've got the little tack on there already. And again, you guys, this is something that you can do prior to your clients coming in, okay? Now, Kira, if she were maybe somebody who I have not done her nails before, which we actually haven't done a full set on you of the press-on. So I'm going to actually go through sizing and size out those tips. Now, if it's a client of yours that maybe you've already done before, maybe she's a regular, maybe she just wants something for a special event or something like that, you could have pre-sized out the tips, and that way you have those ready to go. So that's going to save you a little bit of time in your actual service when your client is sitting there. Okay, so just a couple of little odds and ends to show you before we actually get into the service. I think that's about it. So let's get started. Start the timer. I need your hands now.
We're doing the sizing on camera, right?
Yep. Everything is on camera from here on out.
And starting timer. Let me grab your thing.
Nope. Timer started.
No.
All right. So we're going to just start by pushing back the cuticles. And you guys, again, unedited. You never know what's going to happen here at this point. So here we go. But yeah, it's just like we would always do, whatever service we're doing. I'm going to start by pushing back her cuticles and just get those kind of cleaned up. Now, because this is a temporary set, I'm really not super concerned. She's going to probably take them off after a day or so.
Yeah.
And again, you said you have a bridal shower?
Yes, bridal shower.
Bridal shower. So she's going to be able to use these nails for the bridal shower, and then she's also going to be able to take them off or reuse them again too. So I'm going to grab my buffer, and we're just going to gently buff just to kind of remove the shine, break up the surface oils a little bit. I'm not really going to go through my normal prep routine that I would do for like a regular full set or anything like that, because again, these are temporary. I just want to basically smooth out the surface, get any little bits of cuticle that are stuck down there just in case. But again, not really going to take a whole lot of time to prep. And again, you guys, I'm using a 180 buffer, sponge buffer, nice and gentle. It's not anything too coarse, but just enough to remove shine.
Could I use a 240 buffer for this?
So you could. A 240 I would say is probably getting a little too fine, too smooth, because you do want a little bit of texture, a little bit of grip to that nail. So I would probably stick to the 180.
Yeah.
But good question. I wish we could do these like interactive. I think that would be fun to have, you know, people online or whatever be able to ask questions as we're actually doing the full set. I think that'd be kind of fun. But
I mean, we can get on Instagram Live or something right now if you want.
maybe not right now. We'll do that maybe next time. Maybe next time. All right. And you guys, I'm not really going to take a whole lot of time to shape her free edges either. It's really not necessary. So all I'm going to do is just go in, dust off her nails, and then we'll cleanse with swipe. So similar process to what we would do for a regular full set. We're just not doing as thorough of a prep, but I do want to clean the nails off, get that extra oil off of the nails so that everything sticks really, really well. And this is where I forget to talk. Because I'm
thinking of questions.
Well, when I'm usually doing like actual full sets on a client, I'm actually having a conversation with my client, but a lot of times I just let them talk and I listen, and we kind of do the...
You've been here for 2 days already. We've already talked.
Exactly. We've shared all of our stories. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to grab my sticky tabs here, and I'm going to put the tabs on before I even size out the tips, because this way, when I'm doing I'm getting shaky here. When I do the temporary tips, I want to make sure that I'm sizing them with the sticky tabs on, because these are going to leave a little bit more thickness underneath that nail, or underneath the tip. So if I were to size out the nails before putting the sticky tabs on, they're probably the nails themselves aren't going to... What am I even trying to say? They're not going to be the right size. Thank you.
They'll be too small.
Apparently, again, I can't teach, talk, and do nails at the same time. But so the sticky tabs are double-sided. So they're sticking to the nail, but then there's actually a little paper on top of them. So I can really get them pressed down really well onto the nail before I actually peel up that sticky tab. And I'll peel off the tabs as we go. Yeah.
It's like I have my nails painted already. Just little white.
Exactly, just little white
nails.
Alright.
I don't like the sticky tabs though. It's just convenient. Like I can do this at home if I want. If I'm feeling bored, I can make a bunch of sets of nails. And then put them on whenever I want.
Exactly. It makes them nice and easy. And you guys, you can see I'm using the rounded edge up by her cuticle. You can turn it around either way. And stop me from teaching when I actually get into things, because that's not part of my time. But yes, you can use either the rounded edge or the square edge, whichever you feel is going to fit into their cuticle area best. So just a little trick.
Always gotta keep moving.
I know.
Always multitasking.
I know. And that's something as a nail tech though that you do you learn that skill. And especially when I first started doing nails, it took me a lot longer, because I would always stop. If I was having a conversation with my client, I would stop and I would look at them, because growing up, everybody says, "Look at me when I talk to you," or when you're talking, whatever. Make eye contact. And I think as a nail tech, we kind of get into that feeling that we have to look at our clients, but we don't. Obviously what we're doing right here is carrying on a somewhat normal conversation. I guess I don't know about normal, but a normal-ish conversation.
It eats away at your service time.
It does. It really does.
Then you're late to your next client.
Exactly. It's like you don't even really think about it, but those few seconds here and there actually add up to minutes and more minutes. And I'm gonna just check that one just to see if that's gonna... Yeah, let's put that one square in there.
Do you want to fix this one?
Nope. Because at this point it's stuck down on there and I don't want to be trying to peel that back off. Okay, so now we're going to do our sizing. And for the design we're going to be doing, like I said, we're going to be using our checkered French. And I'm going to use the checkered French on your thumbs and ring fingers. And I'm going to use my right one, or my rounded one for her right hand, and my straight one for my left hand.
Which is genius.
It just makes more sense, because that way I don't forget.
Yeah, because your hands can be different.
Yep, and that's exactly it. So I want to make sure that I'm sizing the nails for the correct hand. And we'll do a little bit of customizing of these as we go here. And let's just size these out. I want to make sure that they're going all the way from side to side. I forget which direction these go. These are kind of mixed up here. We're going to set that there.
Sorry in advance, I kind of have small nails.
That's all right. We have a lot of different sizes, so it's all going to work. All right. So yeah, you always want to make sure that they're going all the way from side to side. So that's why you can kind of see me kind of turning the nails a little bit and kind of readjusting and assessing just to make sure. What am I doing? I'm not doing those on all of them. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
We're just doing accent nails.
I've gotten a routine.
Oh, you guys, pay attention to what your clients ask you for. Oh my goodness. This is where you waste time. You forget what you're doing, and then you have to do it all over again. And then some sizes are not in the right little space. So we're gonna hope for the best on this. But that's okay. This is reality, you guys. Sometimes your tips get mixed up in the box, and it's fine. Okay, so that's the right hand. Let me grab your left hand here. And again, we're gonna do the ring finger. Oh, that's too big.
Guys, a good tip if you can have the time to write down your clients' tip sizes.
Yes.
So that way next time they don't have to size it themselves for you, or you don't have to do this again.
Exactly. If it's a regular client, absolutely. Write down their sizes, keep notes of that.
And then you can set these up prior, and that's one less thing you have to do during your service.
It's going to save you a lot of time. All right, so let's go back to her right hand here. So we got pinky. Let's see, you said you have small fingers, but not too small. I just want to check my little size. But again, because we've got that little adhesive tab on there, actually maybe that one. No, I want to go one size bigger. But yeah, with that little adhesive tab on there, it does take up a little bit more space. Okay, so we've got that one. We got our middle finger. What size did I grab on that? I can't see. So we're gonna estimate. I think I grabbed that one. Alrighty, I think that one is good for the middle. And then maybe this one will be for the pointer. Alright, that one's good for the pointer. Okay, so those are our right hand. Let's grab our left hand. Check that pinky. So how long do you think this is going to take, Kara? Any estimates?
Depending on what we're going to do with this design, maybe like
I'm going to go
an hour?
I'm hoping for less than an hour, but no guarantees on this because we are going to be doing some art over the top of this. If we were just sticking these, just these tips on, 15 minutes. We're done. We're almost at that. We're almost done at this point. Well, not that one. But because we're going to be doing a little bit of art on these, it may take a little bit longer.
Can't leave without some art.
Exactly. Gotta have all the fun stuff on there. And again, she's got an event to go to, so we want to make sure her nails are fancy dancy and cute and sparkly and all of the things.
Love sparkly.
I think you're gonna like the nails today because yeah, we're adding all kinds of sparkle.
I'm trusting Karen's wisdom with this design.
That's very bold of you. Okay, so I've got these sized out, but I do want to take one more quick check on the cuticle areas just to make sure everything is gonna fit perfectly. And I'm just gonna kind of customize those a little bit if I need to. And then I'm also going to go through and remove the shine from them because we are going to be doing some art on them and top coating. I want to make sure that I do remove any shine. Now because we're not using any gel to adhere these, I don't have to go through to the underneath side to remove shine. We're going to be fine just with shine, removing shine from the surface area.
Good.
Alright. Check these. Okay, here's the challenge. With these pre-designed tips, you don't want to do a lot of filing over the surface. Okay, but I do want a little bit of a textured surface. I don't want a shiny surface if I'm going to be putting art and top coat over these. So right now what I have is my 180 sponge buffer, but to remove the shine, I'm going to go to my 240 sponge buffer, and I just want to make sure I'm only going over each area one time. If I go over this more than one time, it's going to file off that white color. I'm so tempted to keep going, but I have to not. Okay, so just a quick little remove on the shine is all you need. It's going to be a little bit. And you can use that 240 file to customize the other sides as well. Get that little frayed edge off. Alright, good. What's up? Don't fall asleep.
Just mesmerized watching.
I think that's a common thing. I think a lot of times, like, if your clients get quiet or whatever, and I know, like, especially if I'm getting my hair done or something like that, I get really quiet because I'm watching what they're doing, or
I love when I wash my hair. That's when I fall asleep.
Exactly. That's the challenge, though, is my hairstylist gets chatty, and I swear she always wants to talk when she's doing the drying. I'm like, I can't hear what you're saying, but I'll just smile and nod. Smile and nod, smile and nod. So, and you kind of notice that I do go back and forth, so I'll take a little bit down, check it again, take a little bit, check it again. So that way I'm not taking too much at once, but I am getting the correct sizing. Last one on this hand. Take a little bit flatter at that cuticle.
She's so shocked with me because I'm not usually like a super bubbly pink girl, but I really like these tips.
I think they're going to be fun because we're going to use the design that's already on there, but then we're going to just kind of add a little bit to it. Kind of brighten it up a little bit. A little bit more sparkle. Okay, that's my challenge. I gotta leave it alone. Stop firing. Alright, let's grab our other hand here. Make sure I get all of that little tack off the back. And I'm gonna just kind of square this one off. This one, it's a little bit, your cuticle on your thumbs tend to be a little bit more square, which is probably why I put this tab square on there. I'll just kind of square this off around that cuticle. Any other questions?
I know.
I think we're both kind of tired today. I think everybody's worn out.
I'm sure there are questions, but like, I want it to be related to this. Otherwise, it's just so out of left field.
That's okay. We can answer other questions too. I'm sure everybody in the chat is probably going to start adding questions that they would ask.
Yes, please ask questions down in the comments, and I will get to them as soon as I can.
Yeah, we always like to hear your guys' questions, so ask away. We're happy to help answer. We're pretty good about responding, so. And if we don't get back to you right away, if you have an urgent question, text us. We've got our text number. I don't know if we can edit that in. Not doing any editing here, but
I think I should know it off the top of my head by now, but I really
it's
don't.
714
a lot of sevens
something.
in it.
Yeah. You'd think I would know, but I do a copy and paste when I send it.
Yes. Oh, there's a lot of threes in it too. That's as close as you guys get.
Yeah. There's 2s and 3s and 7s, and I don't know. I got the 714. That's that's as far as I get.
You know, a lot of people I've seen, they ask if they can etch the tips with Protein Bond.
That's a good question. So Protein Bond is not a primer. It doesn't have any of that methacrylic acid to it, so it's not actually going to etch anything. the way that Protein Bond works is it works more like a double-sided tape, just like these little sticky tabs. So it sticks down to the nail, but then it leaves a tacky surface for product to adhere to. So it's not really gonna etch anything, but it'll leave a sticky surface. So depending on what you're putting onto it, then you can maybe use the Protein Bond, but it's not gonna etch.
What about while we're on Protein Bond? Some people ask if they can, or not can't, if it replaces the need for base coat.
Depending on, oh my gosh, tacky's not coming off here. Depending on what you are using. So if you're putting, say, gel polish over an enhancement, you don't need to use a base coat, just use your Protein Bond and then go right into your color. If you're doing just a natural nail polish, like an air dry polish, or if you're doing a gel manicure, then I would still use the Protein Bond, but then I would still use the base coat to give the best adhesion. Gotta stop myself from filing.
What about specifically like hard gel? Can I use Protein Bond and not use the Synergy gel base?
That's a great question. Always use Synergy base. If you're doing a set of hard gels, always use the Synergy base. That's gonna give you the absolute best adhesion. If you skip the base, a lot of times that's when you're gonna start to see maybe product lifting or separation or anything like that. So definitely always use the base with your hard gel applications.
It's the bread and butter, guys.
Exactly. Never skip Synergy base. All right, I think we've got these customized for shape. I did remove the shine from the checkered ones, but I forgot I need to remove the shine from the rest of them too. So we're gonna go through and do that. I'm a little bit all over the place here, you guys, but trust me, the nails are gonna look cute when we're done.
We're so focused on not filing the other ones.
I know,
too much,
exactly. So with these I don't have to worry about filing any design off. So that's why I went back to my 180 buffer because it's gonna give me really good texture. But yeah, you do have to kind of sometimes slow down when you're working on certain things like that, because if I went full speed like I normally do, I'm gonna file all of my color off, and I wanna make sure that I don't do that. Okay, so that's our right hand with the round stand. We got our left hand. Okay, so here's the thing. At this point, Kira, I don't need you anymore.
I mean,
totally
I'm
kidding.
Totally fine with
leaving like that. No, but at this point, I'm gonna pre-design these nails, and I'm gonna do that on the stands. So I'm not gonna be doing that on the client. So again, this is if you are able to size out your client's nails beforehand, then maybe she doesn't even have to come in and sit and watch you while you're doing the design work. So let's just clean these off. So Kira, go take a little nappy nap.
Oh, I wish.
Grab a soda, grab a snack. I'm gonna put a coat of Protein Bond onto all of these nails. And that way, again, I have a little bit of an extra tacky layer that's gonna hold on my gel polish or whatever you use to do your design work. It's just gonna be that little extra tacky surface. All right, should I start with the designs or should I start with the matte nails? So I'm gonna do a few matte nails.
I always want to start with get the easy stuff out of the way first.
That's funny because I actually usually do the easy stuff last, and I don't know why. I think it's maybe because I just want to get the hard stuff out of the way. So that's funny that
we need a tiebreaker. Jorge, easy or hard stuff first?
No, it's too late. I was gonna say it's too late. I'm doing the hard stuff first.
Wow, I always get outvoted.
No, you don't get outvoted. I just always have an idea in my head what I'm gonna do. So, all right. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a glitter mix here, and I'm gonna use the Manicure top coat. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that onto my mixing tile.
Why Manicure top instead of
great
any of our other bases or top coats?
You know what? You really could use pretty much. You could use Manicure base. You could use any of the top coats. Really, the only thing I wouldn't use would be the stain resistant. Stain resistant is a little bit on the rigid side. Once it's cured, it's a hard gel. So once it's cured, it is going to be a little bit more solid. So that's why I wouldn't use that over the plastic tips that are more flexible. It could crack. So I wouldn't use the stain resistant, but manicure base coat, manicure top, conversion would work great. Absolutely, conversion base or top. Ultimate finish I probably wouldn't use either because that's got a tack-free finish, and I am gonna do some more layers on top of this. So I want something that does have a tacky surface. So I'm gonna make a little bit, probably a little bit more of my glitter mix than what I normally would make, but just to make sure that I've got enough of this to go through all of my nails. If I were to run out, I may not be able to mix the same consistency, the same amount of glitter every time. So I always mix a little bit more of my glitter than what I actually need.
What glitter is that?
I'll let you take a look. I'm gonna clean my stuff here and I'm gonna get to my design.
Ooh, it's I Spill It.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
I always love when Habib says the name of this one when he talks about on Twitch how it's like named after his, like, because of something that happened with his son. It's so funny.
Really? I'm gonna have to hear that story because I always joke because anytime I spill, like I will spill glitters or whatever, it's always pink. And so I really think it's hilarious that they called this one I Spill It because I always swore that I have the curse of the pink powder because that's what I would spill if I'm gonna spill something. And yeah, I do have this one at home and it's about half gone because I have spilled it.
Karen?
I mean, I claim no responsibility for anything.
I'll add it to my list to refill for the drawers.
It's probably good to have an extra one of those on
favorite.
hand with me around. So I'm just, like I said before, I'm kind of going to use the design that's on these nails already, but I'm just going to fill in those little pink spots, those little pink areas with my glitter, just to kind of add accent. And you guys, if you watch any of my videos, if you've seen me before, you know that hand-painted designs are not always my forte. So if I've got something like this that I can use as kind of a guide, I'm gonna use it. It's gonna just make my life easier and it's just gonna work easier for me. Yeah, I guess there was no and after that. Just easier. So yeah, just kind of filling in those little spaces. Getting a good coverage right through there. Now there's a couple of little spots here that my glitter is kind of overlapping onto my pink. I'm just gonna grab my gel brush and touch those up if I need to. Just kind of clean up those edges. And maybe that one up there. And maybe that right there. Okay, I'm gonna get that one into the light. And I know I have another one here, but I'm gonna put that one into the light while I'm working on the next one. This way, I don't have to worry about anything running or any product moving. But you guys do make sure that you keep your light facing away from where you're working so that you're not curing anything as you're working. So just a quick little trick there. Make sure to keep everything turned away.
Definitely cured a brush before.
Yep, I'm sure we all have. I'm sure I'm not alone in that. And that's the challenge, you know, once you've cured a brush, it's not coming back. If you've got, well, with what we're using here is a soft gel, so it may soak out, but it's probably gonna do some damage to your brush. It's gonna dry out your brush. If you cure hard gel in your brush, there's no coming back from that. You just have to throw it away. Yep, throw it away. Time to get a new brush. You may have needed a new one anyways. I don't know.
That's the nail gods telling you to get a new brush.
There you go. Hopefully it's the time around a sale. Speaking of sales, we have sales all the time. I don't know when this video is coming out.
I know, I was going to say, which specific one is next, but
we usually have sales, I would say about once a month, so.
Maybe if you're lucky, it's Black Friday.
There you go.
You'll tell us in the future.
I'm sure that this video will come out before Black Friday, so. If it's Black Friday, you guys, there's all kinds of fun things for Black Friday. And if it's after Black Friday that you guys are seeing this video,
I'm sure
I hope you got all the goodies.
Good.
All right, I think that one's good. We're gonna switch these back out. And you guys, this is why I use the two different little stands, because I know now that the right one is the round one. Round one, right one. That made sense? Yes, it made sense to me. But with the switching back and forth, I may have mixed them up if I were using both the straight ones. So this is just one little trick that works for me. Use the two different ones. They're in the kit. Are we selling these separately now? I think we're maybe selling them separately.
So if you got them it was from the second Brook box, and then we also sold them separately for a bit. Or we have black ones in the Instant Studio kit.
So either way, we have the round ones and the straight ones. So just a little tip to make life easier. The round is for the right, or that's what makes sense in my head.
Right round.
If Habib were here, he'd be singing a song right now.
I know, I have it in my stuck in my head.
I'm not going to sing.
No.
Nobody needs to hear that. Nobody needs to hear that. What are you thinking so far? Are you liking them?
I do like it.
Are they going to match your outfit for the...
I think they will go fine. They'll go good. I'll have to keep them for some other event or vacation.
That's the fun part about doing the press-ons with the little sticky tabs is you can use them over and over. If you adhere the press-on or the full covers with fiber gel or any other hard gel or anything like that, those are something where you're not going to be able to reuse them. So I think this is a fun way of having nails and fancy designs all the time. Alrighty, last of our hard designs. Well, last glitter. And we got more things to add to our hard design here.
Now, guys, I've worked with our glitters in our drawers a lot. So, fun fact: if you don't have I Spill It, Dragon Fruit's pretty close to this one, and I think Lava's kind of in the same tone, but I think it's not as pink. It has a little more red,
peachy kind of flame
orange in it. But
Lava's perfect name for it because it does. It looks like kind of that flamey red orange. Yeah.
Believe me, I'm the type of organized that those glitters are in rainbow order. And I agonized over it. Jorge even helped a little when I needed a second opinion.
Seriously, I need you to come and organize my office because, I need help with all my glitters. And
I'm like, I've got lists. If you guys have all of our glitters, I can ask for the list of what order I put them in. I will be happy to share it with you.
And you've got that amazing sampler swatch of all of the glitters. You guys,
that was so fun.
you gotta post that somewhere. I don't know where you'd post that, but
post it in Discord.
There we go. Okay, but yeah, you guys, Kira did this gorgeous swatch, and she has it all together in a picture frame or like a shadow box. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and I want her to make one for me, but I'm not gonna ask you to do that.
It's also potentially a good way to display what glitters you have for your clients.
It is a beautiful way to display.
Art/functional art. There you go.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna grab my Aura from Mission Control and find my long striper brush here. And I'm just gonna create a smile line. I was considering outlining the whole entire design here, but we thought that might be a little bit too much. So we're just gonna do a really pretty smile line. And here's the joy of being able to work on these little stands rather than an actual client, is you can turn them around to whatever direction you want to work.
Yeah, you can't really do what you're doing right now with my hands.
I mean, I kind of can, but this is gonna be a lot more comfortable for both of us. Jorge, am I staying in camera okay? Is my head in the way?
No.
Okay. Good, because this is just what's gonna happen.
Jorge just gets to stand here and hear us talk.
He's not even listening to us.
He's like checked out. He's focusing and focusing.
just kind of visualizing where that smile line should be.
I love Aura. I feel like we need to use it more. That and Discovery. They're so pretty.
It's so funny because I literally use all of this stuff on a day-to-day basis. I could not tell you what half the names are. I'm so bad with names. So if you ever introduce yourself to me and I'm like, I'm so sorry, 5 minutes later, I probably can't remember your name. I don't know how you remember all the names of the glitters, of everything.
My brain somewhere. I had to remember all of the polishes we had at my old salon too.
That's crazy. Like I think because we just have so many, especially glitters now. Like I could tell you all of the original colors, like all of the original glitters, and like a lot of the original, like manicure colors and things like that are Young Nails polish. I could probably tell you a lot of those, but all of these new glitters that we come out with all the time, I can't remember any of them.
I think I'd be like that if I didn't do that video swatching all of them and then writing the names down over and over to make sure I didn't skip any.
That'll probably do it.
It's like they say, you have to like
repetition.
Hear something, write it, and say it out loud or read it or something 3 times, and then you got it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can remember the actual names of them. Like if you told me, I spill it. Oh yeah, I spill it. I know that's a name. Yeah. I couldn't tell you what color it is.
Like that name sounds really familiar.
I know that's a glitter.
Yeah.
I know that's not a manicure color.
Yeah, I feel like I should quiz you.
Oh, good word.
Pull a random name out.
All right, just for funsies.
In a second, let me think of one. I gotta stump you. It's not really easy because like a lot of our manicure don't have names. They're just like Red 105.
I mean, the newer ones. We've gotten a little more creative now.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Frog Opera.
That's one of the sheer ones.
See,
that one I know because I don't know it because it's newer. Yeah, don't ask me about glitters though. Glitters, maybe some of them I might know.
What color is Sneakerhead?
Nope, I got nothing on that. Anybody else know? You guys put in the chat if you know what color Sneakerhead is. If you knew that offhand without having to look.
Yeah, no cheating.
Yeah, no cheating. Let us know. Okay, you guys, I'm doing pretty good today. I'm not super shaky. I purposely did not have any caffeine today, so I'm doing good. Let's see, as soon as I say that, I'm gonna start to get shaky. Okay. See, I'm trying to make it through
breathing at all.
Smile lines, yes.
Smile lines.
Seriously, I have to. Sometimes I literally will have to stop and just be like, breathe. And now I got pink on there. Oh, you know what? I don't want to use that. I'm going to use the alcohol-based because that acetone and swipe could potentially remove a little bit of our color here.
Good call.
Saved at the last minute there. Whew. That would have made me sad. Because then I would have had to touch things up and it would have been a big old mess.
So since actually now that I think about it, with like the prep that you did on my nails, since they're not going on like if we were adhering them with the glue or fiber gel, like could you have used manicure cleanser to cleanse my nails?
I wouldn't, just because manicure cleanser is an alcohol based cleanser, but it's still going to leave a slight residue, not really residue, but just it's not going to get the nail as clean as what the swipe would. The swipe is going to really help to pull off all of the excess oils. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't use the manicure cleanse. Brain stopped. Trying to do my smile lines. You can't ask me questions during smile lines. No, it's okay. Yeah, I'm done with that. Thank you. Okay.
Whew. I help too.
It's shaped. I don't know if I can say that on camera. Can I say other brands of food things on camera? I don't know. legalities here.
Not
Okay.
sponsored.
Not sponsored. All right. I'm going to top coat these. Just these two. Just because that way I know that these are done. Right? I didn't want to add anything else to them, did I? I don't think so. Okay.
Nope, I think that's good.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Ultimate Finish to top coat these because these are a little bit textured, and the Ultimate Finish is a little bit of a thicker top coat, so they're going to kind of fill in some of those lower areas. So this way I don't feel quite so much texture, or you don't feel quite so much texture.
So is it a thicker top coat because it's a hard gel top coat?
It's just the different consistency. It is a hard gel, but it's just a different consistency. The stain resistant is also a hard gel, but that's a much thinner top coat. So it's just, this is just how, it's just how it was born. Just how it's made.
How would you rank consistency wise, like gloss, Synergy gel?
Gloss is definitely thicker
than Ultimate Finish.
Than Ultimate Finish. If this was not a real time, I would take that out and I would show you exactly. But the gloss does come in the little pot, and you have to use the gel brush to adhere it. So it doesn't actually come in the brush-on formula. Yep. Okay.
So gloss most.
I'd say gloss is thickest.
And Ultimate Finish.
Ultimate for hard gels.
For hard gel top coats.
Yeah. Although I would say Manicure top and Conversion top are pretty close to each other, and they're pretty close to stain resistant. Okay. You do still feel like stain resistant is pretty thin.
Maybe we can make that as a graphic so you guys can know decide which.
Jorge, write that down.
Which top coats to use, like a scale from one end to the thicker to thinnest top coats. We'll remind you later.
So our next step, I'm going to turn that one back on. Our next step is our little pink nails. And we're going to do a glitter nail, and we're going to do matte finish. So let me grab my matte top coat. Do we remember what nail we decided we were going to do the glitter on?
I think it was the
middle finger or the pointer. Middle finger or pointer? I'm going to look at my cheat sheet notes.
Pointer.
Pointer? Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking too. So I'm just going to use my Manicure base. And I like the Manicure base just because it is slightly thicker, but I feel like it's got a good tack to it once it is cured. I'm just going to do a coat of our base, get that into the light for 15 seconds. Just kidding, 30 seconds on that. Same thing on our second hand here. Coat of base. Pop that in. Oh, there's my brush. Just gonna clean out my brush, make sure I don't have any other glitter in there from previously. I don't remember which one I put in there first. It's all right. I think they were both in there for at least 30 seconds. Oops, look here.
So we kind of, two questions from earlier we were talking about. So one is if we're doing a glitter press on this nail. I remembered. Why are we doing or why would you prefer to pick the pink nail over a clear one?
So at this point, I want to keep them consistent. Having that pink background, I feel like is going to give a more consistent look. I really could do a clear tip, but that's one more box of tips that I have to grab. So it's just easier to stick with the pink. But again, depending on what color of glitter you're putting on, if I were going to do more of something sheer and I wanted to see just the sparkle of it, then I would probably go with a clear tip. But because I'm doing more of an opaque kind of a glitter, I like using the pink behind it because I feel like it gives it a little bit more kind of a solid coverage kind of a look. So I'm going to get those back in the light there.
And then the other question was, we also discussed using the same ice billet instead of the gold for the glitter.
Yep.
That was kind of like I guess probably it's preference too, whether like your client or you, but.
Yeah, I mean, we could have done a nail with the ice billet, but I like the glitter, like the gold, because we've got that little bit of a line on these nails. So I feel like the gold glitter just kind of made that accent pop, and it really just kind of made everything feel a little bit more cohesive.
Mhm.
Okay, then the question of the day, did we want to add an extra charm onto your nail? Just for a little bit more fun.
Charms
Just
are
for
always
funsies.
fun. Yes, let's do it.
All right. Because I was looking at the little ribbons. These have become my all-time favorite. I don't know why. I think they're super cute. I mean, I do know why, because they're super
really
cute.
Like a charm person.
I know. I'm not normally, but and I'll tell you, those roses too.
I want to find an occasion to use the pearl bow. It's so like it's so
pretty.
big, but it's so cute.
All right, I'm gonna grab
Maybe when
my
I get
first
married.
here. Well, you better let me do your nails one.
You're already booked.
Okay,
Already
good.
booked.
All right, let's. I think we'll just put a little dot right up top there. Grab that. Ooh, can you grab right behind you our single finger carrying light?
Yes, I
Grab
can.
that clear. And I'm hoping it's charged up.
For last time, I think so.
Okay. Wait. Okay. There we go. That over there. That way I can
Ooh, it
keep
glows.
working.
See, now I want to go like cosmic golfing or something, and my
Oh,
bow will glow.
There you go. There you go.
I'm just gonna wear these all the time, Karen.
But you can. You can.
Forget the event. We're wearing them daily.
Come on, little bow. Okay. Swap that out. Let's top coat, and then let's stick these on. All right, so this one I'm gonna do back to our ultimate finish. I'm trying to slide my brush right up underneath that bow, and right in between all those little nooks and crannies. And then we'll do our matte finish on our other two pink nails, just for, again, a little bit of that added texture, a little bit of different interest. I don't know why, but that's like my favorite word these days is interest. I'm adding interest to the nails. All right. Top coat's on, a full cure for 60 seconds.
All coming together.
Yay. All right, what are we thinking for time? You said an hour? Jorge said an hour and a half.
Yeah, he did say that earlier.
Where are we at?
We're at 45 minutes.
Okay.
Almost, yeah.
I think we'll
It's
be
pretty good.
probably right about an hour.
Yes, man, I should have bet money. No, I should have bet lunch.
Oh, there we go. All right, top coats are on. Okay, so the right one is going to be the first one out. Now, at this point,
we can take
peel
the
the
little tabs
tabs.
off.
This is what's going to take forever. It's just trying to grab just the edge of that little tab. There we go. Actually, let me just put that back in. I'm going to need the time.
It needs extra time.
And again, apparently this is a point where I can't talk and work at the same time.
Not my white nails.
Your white nails?
Because they look white. They look
Oh.
like they're painted white. They're gone.
Oh, man. All right. Do they still make whiteout anymore?
Yeah.
Did you ever have that as a kid and you paint your nails white with the whiteout?
No, I did not.
No.
My nails
Okay.
white with my white. But
Hey, that was just
I've
me.
heard
Anybody
of it.
else out
I've
there?
heard of it.
Yeah. There's people out there. Let me know. Let me know in the comments, you guys. Let me know if you were a
I
person that.
preferred the whiteout that's in the little thing when you just like.
Yeah, but you can't polish that on.
Well, I
your
know
hands.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not recommending that you do this. I'm just saying that this was the 10-year-old nail tech in me. Let's go ahead. Just set that hand right up top there so that we don't touch anything.
It's weird. Jorge Jorge's not usually this quiet for this long.
Jorge, are you okay?
I'm just focusing.
Okay.
You can talk.
Making sure that everything is working.
Just try not to distract me.
I have something I could say that would scare him, but I don't know if I want to be mean.
Don't be mean today. At least not on camera.
I'm never mean.
No.
I mean, what are you talking about?
And if you are, Jorge will be mean right back. So it's all
It's not
fair
necessarily
around here.
mean because it wasn't his fault, but it's more like it could jinx the camera. So I don't want to.
Well,
Do
now you
not
have to say
just
it.
no.
Now you have to
Because
say
we are
it.
not redoing this whole
We'll
thing
talk about it
all over
later.
again.
I want it on camera. I'm curious.
Do not jinx anything.
We'll talk about it later, and if anybody in the comments wants to know, I will link the video.
All right, so this is our right hand, this is our left hand. Let me do a quick cleanse on those matte nails.
With
Manicure cleanse. I'm like, with, what do you mean
because
with?
Swipe has acetone in it, guys.
Yes.
Don't use Swipe for
Manicure cleanse,
For
manicure
cleansing the
cleanse. Just
mat.
kidding, not in your real hand. All right, now's the easy part. We take our pre-designed, pre-shaped, pre-customized nails.
And
Get
we
all
go
that
from
little tap off the
this
back.
to oh, that could be the picture.
Oh, look at how cute this is gonna
Oh
be.
my gosh, my nails are going from so short to so long. I'm gonna be so sassy after this.
I love it.
This is where it inserts music.
Put something in there. 'Cause, yeah, apparently, I guess we're learning of all the times where I can and cannot hold a conversation. And apparently this is one of them.
We're focusing. Focusing on focusing.
Focusing on the cute nails. They're so cute. And I do kind of start at the cuticle area. I'll start by pressing that cuticle area back and then kind of rock it down. Just gonna clean up those ends, just get rid of those last little tabs on my glitter nail. I'm just gonna come around the edge, make sure that there's no glitter pieces poking out. Right around there.
I'm taking these home and they're never going to be seen again. Or we can sanitize them, and if anybody out there happens to have the exact same nail sizes as me, I will send them to you.
I don't know if we should do that. Maybe you just keep these. But you guys, if you do customize your own nails, make sure to tag us. Post them on social media. Tag us so that we can see what you're doing.
I always love seeing pretty nails. It's sometimes how I get my inspiration to
Exactly.
do my own.
I'll tell you, there are so many times when I'm, trying to do a video or something like that, and I go online. I go onto Instagram and all of the things and just look and see what other people are doing, see what other kind of designs and what color combinations. Because color combinations can be tricky. Because
Please do the thinking for me, guys.
Exactly. But you know what? I think some people out there, they say, well, that's cheating. You're not using your own ideas.
I'm cheating.
You know what? I'm cheating. I'll be honest. I use inspiration from other nail techs, from all kinds of other things that are out in the world. I always tell people that I find inspiration from hotel carpets and at the airport. That's because maybe I spend a lot of time at the airport and
kind of do.
But you guys look around. There is literally inspiration everywhere. Patterns, color combinations. Yeah, look at carpets. Look at all of those different kind of things are going to give you inspiration. And
I might end up changing stuff.
I think we are good to go. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to finish with a little bit of the rose oil, but I'm actually not going to drop it on there. I don't want a ton on each because the oil will kind of start to lead to that little tab coming off. So I'm just gonna kind of put that right around that back cuticle area. So if you're wanting to remove these easily, I mean, they're just gonna peel off, let's be honest, eventually when you're ready to remove them. But you can just kind of douse that nail in some cuticle oil, and that's gonna help to release that that little sticky tab. But that's why I just kind of put the oil all the way around that cuticle rather than just dropping it on. And we are still under an hour.
Yeah, Karen wins. Guess I shouldn't have bet money on it.
All right, and she is ready to go to her event.
Right at 53 minutes.
All right, let me check and just make sure. Final look, turn you around, final look. I just want to kind of check and make sure that everything's on there nice and straight. Because sometimes when you're, at different angles, you're gonna see different things. But those are so cute. I love them. Hopefully you guys love them as well. Anything else that we need to wrap up?
Yay!
Jorge says no. So you guys
Karen's
have
first
fun.
real time.
Woohoo! Thanks everybody.